After reading about the construction of the Mishkan, its vessels and vestments, this week's Parsha VaYikra shifts focus to its inner workings. It explores our relationship with God, how we relate to Him, and how He relates to us. This relationship is expressed through the offerings that a person brings in the Mishkan and later in the Mikdash. The Torah first details the animal olah offering, presenting three options: from the cattle, a bull; from the flocks, a sheep or a goat; or from the birds, turtle doves or pigeons. It then outlines the flour or meal offerings. Notably, when referring to the individual bringing an animal olah offering, the Torah calls them Adam, whereas for the flour offerings, it uses the term Nefesh. Why does the Torah here choose Adam specifically for animal offerings while using Nefesh for the meal offerings? The Gemara in Menachot 104b raises this exact question. It explains that flour offerings were often brought by the poor. To them, God says, if a person of modest means brings a meal offering, it is as if they have offered their very soul to God. The term Adam signifies the majesty of man, referring here to a person of means and stature, able to bring an offering that not all can afford. In contrast, Nefesh refers to any and every soul, representing even the lowest of the low, who can only afford to bring an offering of the barest minimum. A deeper look at the Torah's wording offers another perspective. The term Adam reminds us of the word dam, blood, symbolizing human mortality. It is therefore fitting to call the person who brings an animal offering, one that serves as a reminder of life and death, Adam, mortal. Conversely, Nefesh signifies life itself and even hints at immortality. For instance, in Bereshit, we find Nefesh used as Nefesh Chaya, a living creature. And in VaYikra, V'nechrata ha-nefesh hahi me'ameha, that soul shall be cut off from her people. Thus the term Nefesh evokes the essence of life, whereas Adam emphasizes human vulnerability. Accordingly, it is fitting that the Nefesh brings the meal offering, as bread is fundamental to sustaining life. Many, myself included, tend to view meal offerings as secondary, either as lesser sacrifices or mere accompaniments, a natural assumption based on the Gemara's interpretation. The Torah dedicates significant focus to the various animal offerings, elaborating on their details while it addresses meal offerings more briefly, with only a few short paragraphs and mentions as additions to the animal offerings. However, when we examine the term Nefesh through the lens of the second interpretation, we arrive at an entirely different conclusion. Rather than being of lower status, meal offerings should be considered at least equal to, if not greater than, animal offerings. They play an essential role in the success of the entire offering process and in deepening our relationship with God. Shabbat Shalom.